On my mountains in the field, again speaking about Israel, I will give thy substance and all thy treasures to the spoil. What is the substance? What is the treasures? Okay, the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It was void throughout the land for a long time. Until when? Probably about the 60s when it started coming back into remembrance until today. All right, so now we getting the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding back. Also on a carnal level, all our possessions. All right, us as a people, we're supposed to be able to go out there and cultivate. All right, be able to find your own piece of land. Okay, build on it, have your own cattle, and live the way that the Lord intended you to live. You can't even do that on this side. Okay. In verse 3, I will give thy substance and all thy treasures to the spoil, and thy high places for sin throughout all the borders. Verse 4, and thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. Right. So that's talking about how we gonna get how we was driven out of Israel, man, and serving captivity over on this side. And now you got people in Israel who are those gutter rat Jews, who are who is the so-called white man. They proclaim themselves as the Israelites. Okay, as chiefly the head tribe themselves, the Jews, call themselves Jewish. So they took our heritage away. This is all happening because we went off, because of the sins that we've been doing pertaining to the first verse. All right. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. This is the land which we know it's not. All right. This is where we serve in our captivity. Okay. It ain't an Israelite on this side of the planet or in the four corners of the earth that isn't serving captivity amongst their enemies. Who are the enemies? Chiefly is the so-called white man, and then it's 2/3. I mean, 2/3 too is the enemy. Any man who's against Yahweh Shema Shai is the enemy.
That's right.
But chiefly it's the so-called white man and the rest of these heathen nations. All right, we scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. We got our people in China. We got our people in Africa. We got our people in West Indies, East Indies. We're scattered throughout the world, and no matter where we at, we serve in captivity. The curses. One of the curses say that we'll be relegated to the ghettos. Anywhere you go, you see men, women, and children in captivity in dire straits. You can pretty much believe that it's a high percentage that they might be an Israelite. And in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Again, we went off pertaining to the law, statutes, and commandments. One of the chief commandments is knowing who your power is. Jake don't know who Yahweh Shema Shai is, and that's what got the Lord fired up right now, which is also a reason why heavy indignation, which is a righteous anger, righteous judgment, is being placed on Israel right now. That's right. We're going through this. Even us on this side of the side. Okay, we catching hell too, just like everybody else. That's right. Because of the righteous indignation towards us, the righteous hatred, the righteous anger towards the children of Israel. That's right. For not following the law, statutes, and commandments, for not taking heed to the men of the Lord out here sighing and crying. All right, so this is going to continue until Jake get right.
I can say this too. You got IUIC telling people that the law is all about the law, the law, the law. No matter how hard you try to keep the law, you're going to catch hell.
That's right.
But the law was designed for us to live in peace. So how the hell can we keep the law and still catch hell? That's telling you something, man. That's telling you something. End it off with this scripture right here. Oh, yeah, it's in the scripture.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech, and of an hard language, but to the house of Israel.
That's what we doing. We going out here speaking into the house of Israel. We're speaking to our people. Speaking to chiefly the elect men, the hopeful elect. You know, and the 1/3 that might get this, that's gonna get this truth, and that's gonna come back to the scriptures, and it's gonna call on the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. You know, no matter how foreign it might sound to you, but if you pray and ask the Lord, He's gonna reveal it to you. Yeah, right. You know, and you diligently seek Him, He's gonna reveal it to you, because He's not gonna leave you void. He's not gonna leave you without. You know, He really do exist, and He's here for us. You know.
For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel, not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely I had sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee.
And a lot of... Oh, you can bring it from the top?
What verse is it?
That's Ezekiel chapter 3 and 4. Yeah. But ultimately, you know, what we bring it out is that the Lord has sent us out here to speak, not to people of a strange tongue. Y'all understand English? The Lord was so merciful, He left He got the scriptures to be translated into English. A lot of people got a problem with that. But man, if it was still in His native tongue, man, you wouldn't know what the hell you read, man. You'll be forever, man. We'll be another 1,000 years in America, man. You know, trying to decipher the scriptures, trying to understand the Paleo or whichever type of Hebrew, you know, they might have it in, you know. And knowing Esau, it'd be even more jacked up. But the Lord had mercy on His servants. That's why He put it in English, so where we can understand, we can read it. He gave us the blue letter. That go back to these wicked devices, but we can use them for righteousness. We can get the Blue Letter Bible app. We can find the correct word for world. For God so loved the world. It's cosmos. It's not talking about everybody. It's talking about a specific people. It's talking about the Lord's people to be correct. It's not talking about everybody. That's how you can break the scriptures down. Because for every word, there's another word that was translated from. A more correct word. So the Lord is merciful. He's given us all the tools, you know.
But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me, for all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted.
Our people stiff-necked, man. We still trying to stand in line for J's, man. That's played out, man. We through with that, man. We through it with name brand shit. We through with all this bullshit, trying to have a Maserati or Mercedes or BMW. Man, all that shit is bullshit, man. It's time to get this truth. Because come real soon, man, the doors of repentance will be closed.
That's right, Aki.
And the Lord is he's gonna show Himself, and it's gonna be too late. Or He's gonna shut the mouth of the prophets up to where you can't come out here and listen. You can't get on the internet and find the truth. You can't get on there and find the men of the Lord proclaiming the name and telling you to get right, telling you who you are, what tribe you're from, breaking down the Hebrew, breaking down the scriptures from Genesis to Revelation. Then you know, hey man, you more than just a nigga. You more than just a spick. You more than just a byword or proverb. You more than all of these things that the so-called white man and the whole society done put on you, telling you that, you know, all you are is a servant. You just enough to help us. And after you sick, we're gonna just be done with you. Because, you know, so-called Negro want to work until he's 60 and retire and look forward to that. That's not living, man. That's not living, man. Not at all.
Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead.
The Lord made the prophets of the Lord's forehead hard against their forehead, against our people's forehead. We know our people are hard-headed. We know that they're not going to listen. But guess what? Just because they say, we ain't listen to that shit, man, y'all need to go on something with that. Oh, man, y'all just out here hating women. Y'all just out here hating people. Y'all just know about hate groups. And it's majority of our people that's coming against us saying all this bullshit. But guess what? We still here. You know? For the most part, if you're a comedian and all you get is tomatoes thrown at you, you're going to eventually quit. Because, hey, You suck, man. You no good. But yeah, we suck in this society. We no good to all these people, to everybody passing by. Majority of the people that's passing by, it might be one, but a majority of the people passing by. But the Lord say that we are more than that. That's why we proclaim the truth in front of everybody to hear it, regardless of how hard it sounds, or regardless of how much nagging it might be to them. Because I remember when I was younger, man, anytime my mom wanted to read the Bible, it felt like it was like nagging, and I understand that. I'm pretty sure to the world, that's what we sound like, you know. But ultimately, I knew that the scriptures was the truth. I just wasn't ready for it, you know. I didn't understand it. You know.
And you didn't have a preacher.
And I didn't have a preacher.
You had your mama. She
had
wasn't
my
breaking
mama.
down nothing, right?
That's right.
She was teaching you what her grandmother taught her. Which, I hate to say it this way, but I don't hate it. I just want to tell you the truth. It was all wrong. I went through the same thing. I'm sure everybody else out there went through the same thing. I remember when I first came in the truth, I'm talking to my mom about it. I just tell these brothers this all the time. I tell her, I said, man, did you know that who the world called Jesus Christ was a black dude? She said, oh, I knew that. I was like, nigga, why you didn't tell me? I didn't know that. I never heard nobody say, I never heard nobody in the world say nothing like that. But that's the black woman. And I'm gonna go down the whole thing. The Mexican woman, the Jamaican woman, the women from Argentina, Naphtali, Asher, that's our women. They aren't given this gift of prophecy.
That's right.
And then you go to your father. Most fathers in the world, they don't give a damn about the Bible. When it's time to go to church, they sit on the couch waiting for the football game. Which in the world, that's a right spirit. You ain't learning nothing from the church. But we got the truth. Yahweh Basham Yahushua blessed us with the spirit of prophecy, so that when we preach it and it hits your ear, if the Lord chose you or the Lord might be dealing with you, you get that understanding. Your spirit kind of get fed. That's why you want more. You're like, damn, that tastes good. I want to eat that. I don't want to eat this shit in the Baptist church. I don't want to eat this shit in the Baptist church. Right. All that stuff is like cafeteria food, hospital food, stuff like that. But this right here, this is homegrown. This is stuff straight out of the garden. Fresh carrots, chicken straight out the coop over there. All the good stuff. That's what we feeding the people.
That's right.
But a lot of people, no, I want McDonald's. I don't want that.
Right.
They'll rather. It's a lot of people in the world that would rather eat McDonald's than eat food from Whole Foods.
Right.
Y'all know that I'm telling the truth.
Crazy.
That's
right, brother.
Oh, no, that was good. That was an excellent point, man. A lot of people, they out here, man, just bugged out, man. They don't know the truth if it hit them, man.
Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thine heart, and hear with thine ears.
That's what we had to do, man. We had to receive it. And ultimately, the Lord allowed us to receive it in our hearts, in our minds. We took it and internalized it. We digested it, and man, it was good. And even though it got a little ugly and harsh, but we know that the end result is the kingdom of heaven, man.
That's right.
So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing that the Lord has set us up to know the truth and allowed the truth to manifest itself back on earth again, so that we can be saved. And with that, we're gonna say Shalom. We're gonna say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Double honors to our apostles in New York of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Death to America. Shalom.
Shalom.